New emerging variants have left many concerned on the efficacy of the COVID-19 vaccines. Every virus mutates or changes as it evolves. The more a virus spreads, the more chances it can mutate and become something more dangerous. Right now, two variants, Delta and Delta Plus, are being monitored as variants of concern, with the World Health Organization admitting that vaccines are less effective against the Delta variant. Can a mutation become so dangerous that it escapes the existing vaccines?
Mutations in the virus essentially mean that sometimes, not always, when you say that it's a mutation which is immune escape mutation, like this Delta Plus variant, the mutation called K417N, which is a key crucial mutation that has happened in the Delta Plus. We call them as immune variant. But one thing that we need to remember is that any pathogen has more than one antigen, not just only one antigen. Okay, there are multiple antigens. So it's always a cocktail. I mean, it's always a group of antigens and antibodies against a particular pathogen. So one change may not completely make a vaccine ineffective.
The K417N mutation, found in the Beta variant in South Africa, has been known to evade COVID-19 vaccines much better than the Alpha or the Delta variants. So, how do vaccines adapt to mutating variants? The answer varies depending on the different type of vaccines. Currently, there are two dominant type of vaccines: mRNA or messenger RNA developed by Pfizer and Moderna, and viral vector vaccines like Covaxin, which uses inactivated viruses.
If you look at uh, vaccines like, say, for example, Covaxin, which are basically you grow whole virus in, let's say, a test tube, figuratively, and then you inactivate them by chemically treating it, and then you are using that whole virus as inactivated virus as vaccine. How do you upgrade, for example, a vaccine like Covaxin? It's simple. Basically, you need to take this upgraded, let's say, virus, okay, like a Delta Plus or whatever, that kind of a virus, and then create vaccines out of it. Now, when you come to these new technology vaccines, like say AstraZeneca vaccine or Sputnik vaccine, where you are sending a genetic piece, gene into our body that start producing spike protein in our cell, and that's how our body recognizes this spike protein and creates an antibody cocktail. In this case, it's very simple. You need to edit gene information that we are putting in the vaccine with this new information. So it's also not a very difficult condition.
Companies like Moderna that use newer technologies claim that they can upgrade the vaccines much faster than other viral vector vaccines. Moderna is already in the process of developing a new experimental vaccine specifically designed to match the Beta variant which emerged in South Africa.
Actually, because we have found the medium on which you can grow a virus, I mean, so that you can harvest it and then create inactivated virus. The variants will also grow in the same medium. So the key challenge in making an inactivated virus is finding out a medium on which you can grow the virus successfully. And then after the growth, the virus should have the same properties. Once you have found that medium, the variants are also going to grow in the same stuff. So I don't think there is going to be a great difference between the new technologies and the old technologies in terms of remodeling vaccine if it is required. The challenges would be like when it is a new variant, you'll have to find a variant which will be stable when you are cultivating it in laboratory conditions. And similarly, finding out a genome code which will be stable again when you are putting it in some viral vector. This would be the technological challenges. So it will be kind of same kind of challenge.
However, while there is a need to stay alert to the possibility that a mutation escapes immunity, one needs to also understand the difference between an immune escape variant and a vaccine escape variant.
when epidemiologists or virologists say that this mutation is immune escape, immediately we should not jump to the conclusion that it is vaccine escape. Immune escape means that for a particular antibody or a particular cocktail of antibody, the variant will be able to withstand. So basically, if you're talking about some of the monoclonal antibody therapy, then, for example, this variant will not work with that therapy. But when you talk about vaccine, the vaccine actually is generating not just only B cell response, but also you expect the vaccine to generate T cell response, and also a wide variety of antibodies, right? So they are not exactly same.
India is currently administering Covaxin and Covishield to the majority of the population. Both the vaccines are viral vector vaccines. AstraZeneca is looking at developing a second generation vaccine against the new emerging variants. Manufacturers of Sputnik are working on making the Russian vaccine effective against even Delta variants. Some countries like the US and the UK are looking into rolling out booster shots within a year with upgraded vaccines. The Federal News Report.